Today is Thursday, June 24th. Back today to talk about Wish, which is all the rage these days in call buying land. You can see that right now the stock's around $13.50. It's well off of the bottoms that were seen about 2-3 weeks ago in June, which is around $8. The issue that traders have right now with Wish is that there is a tremendous amount of open interest expiring tomorrow at the close, that is Friday. And so that is likely weighing on the stock right now. So we want to show you how that open interest breaks out. If we flip over to our equity hub, you could search over 3,500 different stocks, and using this tool, you simply type the ticker you want to see into this box. In this case, we popped in Wish, and you'll see a few things. First is, the key gamma strike, which is the center of hedging activity, is 13. So the fact that the stock is at 13 indicates that there's likely a little bit of selling pressure. And the reason is that as we get closer to expiration, calls start to decay, and market makers who are likely short calls hold long stock. So as their calls decay, they can start to unload some of that long stock position. As you can also see here, there's a top gamma expiration, which is 625. So that tells us that the bulk of hedging flows, or the bulk of options that have large hedging flows, are tied to the 625, that is tomorrow's expiration. And that's 53% of the total gamma position expires tomorrow at the close. So this is a lot of decay, essentially is what this is saying, tied to tomorrow, which keeps Wish probably pinned to the 13 strike. Now, the interesting thing to note is this: the top delta expiration is 716, and you also notice that the top call open interest is at 15. So if you actually look at an options chain, you will see that there are 50,000 calls at the 15 strike that sit way out in July. That is a really interesting position, as if the stock starts to pull up or get a little boost in that 15 range, and as we get closer to July 16th expiration, gamma can really kick in there, and that can start to fuel a higher squeeze or a bigger squeeze. So even though we think that this week the move is probably done, next week and into that July 16th expiration, things could get very interesting. The other thing to note here is, if you look at the history, we show you the 5-day history of the stock. This is the call volumes for the last several days. So this was expiration Friday, the big monthly expiration for June the 18th. And you can see how these call volumes have expanded. And then yesterday was a little lighter, but huge call volume days earlier this week, especially particularly versus puts. So there's not a lot of put traders in here, but there are a lot of call traders. The other thing to note here is that the call open interest is skyrocketing, which is a good thing if you want to see this thing squeeze. This is telling you that call holders are coming in, right? They're putting on call positions, they're holding this thing. But again, because it's such a big expiration into Friday, we think that the stock is likely to stop or pause here into tomorrow, and then this thing may reload next week. And because we have such large open interest out in July, this is a great setup for the next couple of weeks for Wish. So that's our view here. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Hit us up at SpotGamma on Twitter, or send us an email, info@spotgamma.com. Thanks.